Ryan Reynolds is an actor with a resume full of hits and misses. He's not afraid to take on the silliest of roles, and sometimes he even pokes fun at his biggest mistakes. He might be a superstar, but simply attaching his name to a project doesn't guarantee it's going to be a success.
You shut your damn trash mouth.
Not every film Reynolds releases is going to be Deadpool. No matter how big the budget or how great the supporting cast is, sometimes an actor will have a failure on their hands. That's the case with one of Reynolds' biggest movies of the last few years. It was one we were confident would get a sequel at first, however, we just learned there are no franchise plans for this popular Netflix original. In 2019, Netflix released Six Underground, a high-octane action flick with Ryan Reynolds as the lead and Michael Bay directing on a $150 million budget. The film was full of pulse-pounding action sequences and dramatic explosions. In a promotional video, Reynolds called it the most Michael Bay movie that Michael Bay has ever Michael Bayed. The action-comedy flick centers around a billionaire known as One, played by Reynolds. He fakes his death to create a vigilante crew that takes down terrorists and other scummy criminals. The team includes 5 other members who are named 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Creative, right? The film sounded good on paper, but when it finally landed on Netflix in December of 2019, it was ripped to shreds by reviewers. It currently holds a 38% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's not Suicide Squad level bad, but still pretty terrible. The problem? It was overstuffed, silly, and a little too Michael Bay. Robert Levin of Newsday described the film perfectly, saying, "This is a terrible action movie that utilizes Michael Bay's worst instincts and none of his best." Despite being one of Netflix's most viewed original movies of all time, Six Underground was a miss in every other way. It was so bad that Netflix's film chief Scott Stuber told Variety a sequel definitely isn't coming. The Netflix boss admitted, "We didn't feel like we got there on that one creatively. It was a nice hit, but at the end of the day, we didn't feel like we nailed the mark to justify coming back again. There just wasn't that deep love for those characters or that world." Netflix never confirmed a sequel for the movie, but it was largely suspected based on its high viewership. Going off of Stuber's recent comments, however, it looks like numbers aren't the only important thing. Not only does a Netflix original need to attract a large audience, but it also needs to resonate with those viewers. Six Underground just didn't have people talking at the water cooler, and the ones who weren't talking about it in a good way. Netflix is choosing to move forward with sequels for debut films that had a positive response, both quantitatively and qualitatively. In the action genre, that catalog includes The Old Guard and Extraction, just to name a few. So Ryan Reynolds and company won't be reuniting for Six Underground 2, Seven Underground, or Two Underground, Too Furious. But with plenty of other films on his docket, he's probably not too worried about it at this point. Scott Stuber further expressed what is of utmost importance to the folks at Netflix when it comes to making original content. We have to be more consistent at making these movies more culturally relevant and putting them in the zeitgeist. We know the audience is there for these movies, but I want people to feel that impact in their conversations with friends and colleagues, where they're saying, "Did you hear about this movie Old Guard? We've done it, but we haven't done it consistently." It all comes back to those water cooler moments, which, yes, is Twitter these days. And unfortunately for Six Underground, it trended for all the wrong reasons. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.